DreAllDay.com.
Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is about killing your old beliefs. And what this really is, what is at the root of this idea, this daily motivation message, is that anytime you want to make a change in your outcomes, we all logically understand, most of you who are rational understand that means you have to change your actions. You have to do something different in order to get a different outcome. Challenge with this is many of you make the mistake of going straight into the doing, going straight into the actions, and then trying to hope and hoping that those actions are going to get you your desired outcome. Even if you have a formula that you got from somewhere, a trusted source, that these actions lead to this outcome, challenge is sometimes it still doesn't work because you did not take what is actually the first step, which is not changing your actions. The first step is actually changing your beliefs, changing the way that you think. Process for achievement in life is be, do, have, in that order, which means you have to change how you are thinking, your inner posture first, your mindset, change that first, then you change the actions, then you get the different results. But if you go straight into the actions without changing the mindset, then you're not going to get the result, even if you do everything quote unquote right. So this is how some of you may get into that position of extreme frustration, where you feel like you're doing everything right and you're doing all the right stuff, yet you're still not getting the outcome. It's because you're operating off an inaccurate formula. You're doing the steps out of order. So remember taking algebra class in school. If you didn't do the steps in the right order, you might have gotten you did all the right calculations. You multiplied this, you added that, but you did them in the wrong order, so you end up getting the wrong answer because you forgot the order of operations. It's the same thing in life. The order of operations is you must change your inner game first, your mindset, the way you think. You got to change this first. Then, because you changed your mindset, the actions flow through the mindset. Then the results flow as a result of the change in actions. So what you need to do now, anytime you want to make a change in life, is you got to look at the beliefs that led to where you are right now, which is, it may be a few beliefs. It could be one simple belief. I would suggest that you get some expert help with this, somebody who can look into what you're doing and figure out what the mindset was that led to your actions, that led to the outcomes. But you got to kill those old beliefs. And killing those old beliefs, believe it or not, is the hardest part of change. Hardest part of change is not doing different things. The hardest part of change is not receiving the fruits of your labor. That's the easiest part. The hardest part is changing the mindset that leads to the actions that leads to the outcomes. Most people will change their actions when they see that certain actions not working. Not everybody, not all the time, but changing our actions is not nearly as hard as changing the mindset, because the mind is the most powerful tool known to man. And if you are observant enough and discerning enough, you can notice this in people. And maybe if you're super discerning, you will even notice it in yourself, that when we've been thinking a certain way for a long period of time, even when it's been logically shown to us that that way of thinking is faulty and does not lead to the outcome we want, we will keep thinking it, and we will come up with rationalizations and arguments and defenses for that way of thinking, even though that way of thinking is already proven to not serve us. And we see people do this all the time. You see it in all kinds of situations. You see people do it with their money, with their health, with their relationships, with their careers, with their anything. Name anything. Name anything that people do in life. There are people out there who have already been told, and it has been explained to them that, yo, the way that you're doing things is simply not going to get you the outcome. You see this, right? Don't you see this? Don't you see how this keeps happening? Don't you see how you keep getting this outcome that you don't want? And what will those people do? They will push back and argue with you and tell you that they're going to keep thinking the way that they want to think because they have this emotional connection to this way of thinking. And that's why killing your old beliefs is such an important point. So when you really want to make a change, first thing you need to look at is not what you're doing, but how you're thinking. If you change that, everything else is going to be super easy. That's where you start with change. So with all that said, y'all, I send out a daily motivation text message every day. That's a different message from this, so you can get 2 motivations from me. Text me at my number, 305-384-6894. And every morning when that daily motivation goes out, because you're a member of my text community, you'll be getting that message as well as getting these videos here on YouTube. Also, anybody ever asked, Dre, you have any coaching, training, anything like that, courses? That's all at Work on Your Game University. You get there by going to workonyourgameuniversity.com. Links down below in the description, along with the number to get my daily motivation text message. While you're here, make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you liked about this. What's the best thing you got from it? Share this video with a friend, somebody else who needs to get this game, or one of your social platforms that people need to get this game. Work on your game. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Dre all day.